Welcome back to CSTV. I'm Caitlin Pierre. This is Matt Schott, who I thought was supposed to be trying out for the men's hockey team. Were you not?
Yeah, I was, but I'm so poorly out of shape that had I actually participated in the tryouts, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today. So.
Oh, lucky for us you are.
Thank you.
The Beach's co-ed slow pitch league is a staple of the East York recreational sports scene. And although the social aspect is a big part of the game, I can tell you from experience that it's pretty competitive as well. Nadine Liverpool faced the elements to bring us the championship series.
It's a rain-filled affair, but that hasn't stopped the Beach's co-ed Division A slow pitch finals from taking place. It's a showdown between the number 1 ranked I'd Hit That against the number 3 Stir the Pot here at Antonia Park. The regular season champs had the pitcher's number in the first game. I'd Hit That drove in 13 big runs in Game 1. Their defense was stellar as well and held Stir the Pot to only 6 runs. Frustration set in for Stir the Pot as they were now 1 game away from losing the championship. But in the second game, Stir the Pot found their mojo and finally got their bats going. They took advantage of the automatic out that I'd Hit That had to surrender due to a shortage of women. Stir the Pot went on a win and forced a Game 3. A big 4-run second inning put Stir the Pot ahead in the final game. Despite being down in the 6th inning, the underdogs completed the comeback and took the championship 12-9. For I'd Hit That, the auto out was a key factor in their loss.
We were down 3 injuries on the girls, so we played short with an auto out. So I feel like we could have did really well in the finals, but we just lost 3 girls by injuries. So.
Both teams are good friends. We've both been playing against each other for 10 or 15 years, so it's a great, a lot of fun playing against each other. I mean, either way we would have had fun, but obviously it's better to win than lose.
For Centennial Sports TV, I'm Nadine Liverpool.
The Eastern Commerce High School basketball team is, to say it bluntly, a juggernaut with 4 consecutive city championships. So what's their recipe for success? CSTV's special correspondent Umar Ali has more.
Walking up the steps of the 85-year-old building, it's hard to believe a basketball powerhouse is produced behind these doors. Kevin Jeffers, in his 2nd season as Saints head coach, has been with the elite program for over a decade, and he suggests playing for the prestigious squad is not for the weak of heart.
Times when new recruits come in, they see the Nike gear, the championships, the rings, they see all that stuff, but they don't see the hard work, the sprints, the yelling, the screaming, the sweat on the floor, guys diving in our practices. They don't see that, and it's very tough because some people come in and they can't handle that and they can't hack it.
Practice is crazy. Coach Matt, Coach Sean, and Coach Dwayne making us run. If we're late, we gotta run. That's a lot of running, hard work. You gotta be dedicated to do this. You can't just come in the gym and say, okay, I want to be an Eastern Commerce basketball player. You have to have the mindset first and then the work ethic.
For those who can, success is found both on and off the court.
It's a system that's in place, and everyone has to buy into that system. I think the ultimate goal is definitely winning, but I mean, even bigger than that, we're trying to produce student athletes, you know what I mean? And ensuring that you got to use basketball as a tool, you know what I mean? As so many guys before you have done.
Upon entering the gym where the Saints practice and play 4 home games, the accommodations appear underwhelming. Playing in such a small space can be both beneficial and detrimental.
Because in practices, it doesn't feel as big as a regular court because it isn't. But when it comes to game time, you get winded quick. But after you catch a wind, you're good.
We pride ourselves in our gym, our box we call it. It's very hard to come in here and try to win, but all of our games are played outside. So it's not just these 4 walls, it's not just the atmosphere that you get when you walk inside this gym. We pride ourselves on playing in other tournaments and other big gyms and stuff like that. It goes down to the recipe of success, hard work and dedication, and then we demand the best from you as a student, as a player, and as a young individual.
To be a Saint is a privilege not obtained through talent alone, but by displaying a diligent work ethic and earning recognition as opposed to expecting it.
Demanding the best. I don't care how good you are, how many points you can score. If you can't give it up and leave it up for us, then you're not an Eastern Commerce basketball player.
The Leaside girls field hockey team remains atop the South Region Tier 1 standings after a 5-0 rout of Riverdale A on Thursday night. The Malvern A team also won their game against North Toronto A 1-0 to keep in stride with Leaside. Both have 20 points. These two teams face off on Wednesday, October 13th at 3:15 p.m. at Cherry Beach West.
With names such as Nikki Nine Lives and Junkie Jenny, it's hard to take women's roller derby seriously. But these feisty females will fight you to the death to defend their choice of sport. Here's more.
One of the common misconceptions is that it's just a whole bunch of girls sort of skating around, beating each other up. It's actually like a really, really challenging sport.
It's an actual sport. It's not just girls in fishnets and mini skirts pushing each other over for fun. There are rules, there are penalties. It's really intricate and it's really unique and it's a lot of fun. I think everybody should come out and check out at least one game.
People should come watch roller derby because it's an awesome experience. The energy level at these games are off the chart. A lot of people get into it. It's kind of like wrestling, except it's not for show.
Oftentimes people ask me when they hear that I'm playing roller derby, they ask me if it's real.
The Tord slogan is real women, real hits, and real heart.
It's very accepting. There are people who you wouldn't look at and necessarily think this person is an athlete, but it's just very accepting, and there are just people of all kinds in this league.
What surprised me most was the camaraderie in the group. I had no idea who these people were that I was skating with. I didn't know anybody, and as the season progressed and as the training progressed, you learn to rely on these girls. It's like a sisterhood basically, and we're all very in tune with each other, especially on the teams, but more so on a bigger level, like within the league itself, because we not only skate in the league, we also run it. It's very challenging, it's very physical. I mean, girls get injured all the time.
Usually a roller derby league will get probably 4 or 5 leg breaks a year. Broken collarbones are very common.
I've seen girls go down and break ankles and all kinds of ligaments and things, and just hearing the blood-curdling screams is not fun. But part of my job is to keep it safe.
It's for real. The hits are solid, hard hits. You hit a concrete floor when you go down.
These are serious athletes. They're working hard out there, but they also play hard and they have a lot of fun.
It's completely the opposite of what I expected, and I love it. I love it.
Coming up, after the break, East York has once again caught Maple Leafs fever, but will the Blue and White once again disappoint?
And find out what our Centennial Athlete of the Week hopes to accomplish in the future, both in and out of the classroom.